Hello, thank you very much. I'm proud and excited to be here today to tell you what we've been working on at Media Molecule. It's the most ambitious... Thank you. It's sort of crazy, and I'm hoping today that I can kind of make you all scratch your heads. It's the most exciting thing I've ever worked on. And when we were making Little Big Planet and Tearaway, we learned a lot about digital creativity. So today I want to tell you about the next step on that journey. We call it dreams. You know that feeling of lucid dreaming, of moving through impossible time and space? You know, perhaps you started in the streets of that city and then suddenly you're diving into the deepest reaches of the ocean. It feels surreal and wonderful, and that's the sensation we're going for on PlayStation 4. So we're building a place where you go to play and explore the dreams of others, and then you can create and share your own. Every individual dream is seamlessly linked to the others. It's sort of woven into an open Dreamiverse. You can get lost for hours exploring, journeying through the imaginations of thousands of PS4 gamers. And the thing that unites them all is that feeling of being in a dream. But when we tried to capture those fleeting dreamlike moments, we found that there weren't any suitable tools out there, and we needed a new creative palette. And of course, we'll be giving that palette to you, the gamers. So we threw away the usual polygons, keyframes, lists, all of that, and we focused instead on sketching, collaboration, immediacy, and making it feel like a game. So let me show you how it works. It's as simple as moving your controller to create your mark on the world. Everything you see here today is on PlayStation 4 with no pre-made assets. The game looks like a moving painting. It's beautiful and leaves room for your imagination. You can sketch collaboratively on your sofa, live online, or build on the work of others. You call up their dreams and then remix, collage, and link them together. You stand on their shoulders. Because in 2015, after all, everything is a remix. And creating is easier and more fun when you're in a dream. You don't need to stress over the details. We focus on making it quick, intuitive, and rewarding. And we found that the more enjoyable we make the creation side, the more varied, exciting, and surprising are the play experiences. As you can see, anyone can piece together a whole environment in just a few moments. And to bring your world to life, you just reach in and grab it. Performance capture, puppeteering, is the most natural way to animate. So I've only had a few minutes today, so rather than trying to explain it all, I just want to give you a taste. I hope it fills your head with questions, and that's natural. Every person we've shown this to over the last 4 years says it takes time to sink in. So we'll have much more to share at Paris Games Week. Please stay tuned, and in the meantime, I hope you enjoy some of the first dreams realized 100% on PlayStation 4. Thanks.
Tom was downloading Dreams from the PlayStation Store so we can have it at the office.
We got a copy, we got in!
Yeah, we got in! So if you aren't aware yet, Dreams is actually available to purchase on the PlayStation Store for Europe, which is the UK also, as we've clarified several times on social media, still. And also Russia and New Zealand and Australia. So if you're in any of those places, amazing. If you're in North America, then Dreams will be available at 8:30 Pacific, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, so you can get it then. Unfortunately, I'm one of the only people in the office with a US PlayStation account. I can't have Dreams until later.
You literally have it in front of you.
I know.
It's not the same, Ed. It's not the same.
Not at home.
Okay, fine.
So hi, welcome to our 12-hour Dream stream.
Hours.
I'm here with Ed and Tom and John. And are you guys going to start off by making something for us?
We are. Well, we're just gonna
Surprise!
Like,
you guys are gonna make us something.
Do you know what you're going to make? Is this just...
Not really. We're gonna
good.
we're gonna freestyle it with the community, and since you guys are downloading it now, you'll be able to jam along with us throughout the day. So excited!
We've decided to counter-program our own game release with a 12-hour stream.
Yeah. Don't buy a game. Just watch us.
If you've got us on one screen and the game on the other screen, let us know, because that's a great image. Also, shout out to all the community members who have bought a slice of cake.
Cake
Oh,
today.
really?
We've got cake.
We have
we've got
cakes.
cupcakes over there.
Is the camera going to catch the cupcakes if we switch
let me-
cameras?
Rosabelle, pass the tray towards us.
Okay.
There we go. We've got the lovely cakes made by Abby.
Abby
Okay.
made these. These
I
are
did,
made,
yes.
handmade.
Handmade.
That's my
And you
portion.
can just eat
Can
one.
we get?
I mean, it is
There
really
we go.
early, but you can have one.
Thank you, Roswell.
Sugar rush.
Can we show everyone, because just sort of the idea of the stream today?
Okay.
Yes,
So
of
we're going to
course.
start, we've got a big old schedule there, which is very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
We have another camera, if anyone wants to join. I'm going to go over here.
Run, Tom.
Be like, hello.
Oh, there you
So
go.
we're going to have people join us, we're going to say hi, anyone can join, and then we're going to come back over here.
I love it.
We're going to have some
Pro.
trips down maybe Dreams Memory Lane. It's going to be a big
Yeah, we have a
old
lot
day.
of people joining us today.
Very
Yeah, it's
exciting.
a big schedule.
And if you have questions and you just got dreams and you're excited, feel free to ask us on the stream. We'll answer as much as we can. We can show you how to do some stuff. We're going to be doing some tutorials. We're going to be showing some new content in the game. And we have an absolute ton of molecules coming on, not just a demo, but to share development stories and cool stuff. And yeah,
In
all
fact,
right.
like lunch is going to happen because we're upstairs where we have lunch. So at some point, if you're around here, you're going to see and hear everyone having lunch.
Very weird.
Yeah, we should note that there's going to be a lot of competing noise on today's stream.
Yeah.
So, like Kevin
Coffee
is making coffee
machine.
right now.
Kevin,
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin,
Boo.
thank you.
Boo.
I only have one coffee a day.
Sorry to all your ears.
And we got Lisa in charge of the audio.
Lisa and
lean in,
over there.
lean in,
Lisa
your
and
hand.
Angela,
Yeah,
if you
there
wanna
she
do
is.
it. Yeah.
And there's
And
Angela's hand. Angie has amazing hands.
So should we let's start?
Let's do it. Since we're going to be making this live and we really don't know what we're doing, so to speak, we have like a small idea.
Yeah.
Me and Ed will be talking a lot about like what should we
What
do?
should we
Ed?
do?
What should
'Cause,
we do?
yeah, we haven't really planned this. Normally we have at least a little catch up beforehand.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ed got here like 5
Things have
minutes
been
ago.
busy.
Real
that's
busy.
For whatever reason.
So we kind of thought, and we said back at PSX in 2017, in December 2017.
17.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we had Shuhei Yoshida up on stage with us, and I asked him what should we make in like 5 minutes.
And he totally dropped us in it.
And he said, I'll make a twin stick shooter. And I was like, I probably can't do that in 5 minutes.
That was the birth of like the lava cookie. We were
Yeah.
making like those platforms.
That was the
with
birth of the lava
prizes,
cookie, that's
and
right.
So we did those called create demos, and that's sort of what we were planning on making.
Yeah,
He was like,
yeah.
Twin Stick Shooter now, please, boys.
And we were like, anyway, so we did. I said I can't do it now, but I promise you we will make a twin stick shooter. And then it sort of developed into a twin stick Shu-ter.
Hey.
Good. I was really worried that you were going to fail to
Yeah,
mention
yeah.
the pun.
So we are going to perhaps try and do that today.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee how successful we'll be.
So over the course of the day.
Over the day, yeah. So
Ed
we'll
and John are going to be
start-
joining us throughout the stream.
We got
Keep us updated.
12 hours to make this for sure. And if you're watching, hello.
Hello.
Just,
Hello,
check it
Shu.
out.
Hi, Shu.
Sorry if this is like going to be the worst twin stick shoot ever, but we hope to do justice. Okay, so let's jump into it, Ed.
Where do we
Let's
start?
hit it.
So we're going to go to dream shaping, browse and create.
Hi, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Got coffee and a cake.
Oh, good.
Kevin's just like, I'm going to join.
you were bringing
Lean
us-
in so everyone can
It's
see
true,
who
we
you
did
are.
promise
Yeah,
cupcakes to
fine.
whoever joined the stream,
Lean
and
in
we
so
just said
you
join
can
at
see.
random.
Join. and then
is
say,
Kevin.
this is Kevin.
Hello. You've met him before, I'm sure.
Yeah, so what are we going to make? So we're going to browse and create a game scene. I'm going to start fresh.
It would be cool actually if anyone has got early access and it's installed and they have like the day off today.
Yeah.
They also wanted to make
Oh yeah, stuff.
like a similar sort of themed game, and we can sort of like.
Or we can get them to make things for us as well. Like
Yeah, totally. That'd be
background,
awesome.
like planets or something. Or
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah,
It
yeah,
depends
yeah.
where we're going to
Where
put
we're
it.
gonna
So
go.
we don't know yet. So don't make anything yet. But we're going to start making things, and then perhaps we'll give you guys out there in the community
That would be cool.
suggestions. That'd
Yeah,
be
that'd be
ace, and then we can put it in. So without further ado,
We start with
let's
the character, right?
start with a character. Yeah. Let's get the blank puppets. Okay, so this is going to be the base of our twin stick shooter. So display mode, and we got sounds on. A character. Cool. Okay. Now we need to make it sort of twin stick E kind of controls.
I always enjoy twin stick controls when it's like quite a high camera, top down, like far away from your, so
We
you
can
see,
do that.
see a lot of the level.
Let's do that. Okay, so we can alter a whole bunch of features, as everyone knows. The one I'm interested in altering.
You have to talk up because
is
someone's making a coffee.
making a copy.
Lucy.
Okay.
We just shame everybody who
yeah.
comes up and makes a
How
coffee.
dare
This is
you
Lucy.
make a copy?
There's no shame in coffee making.
Where's the one I'm
Says the
looking
person who just did it over the stream.
That's the one I want. And I think we should make
Oh,
it
I
quite
break the
twitchy
seal.
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So you want like quite a
Super
twitchy
fast.
character. So let's try that. In fact, it's not running. It's, oh yeah, maybe running actually. And what else are we going to do? Let's make it turn a bit faster. Turn nice and fast. I want it to accelerate quite fast. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. So now the character faces in the direction I'm pointing in.
With your right stick.
With the right stick, yeah. Pew, pew. And we kind of want like a more, like you say, like a sort of top-down view.
I think it's done, ship it.
Ship it, done. Me and Ed are done. We're out of here.
You suckers.
There's a lot of time left.
Oh.
We've got like 11 hours and 45 minutes to go.
Okay, let's open up its logic. And let's look inside and we can alter the camera. So, camera height, nice and high, a bit further back.
So you find the camera stuff on the controller sensor. as
That's
opposed
right,
to
yep.
the-
Let's just see what that
We
looks
also
like.
have people asking if it's
cool.
okay to delete the beta from their system. Yes, it is. Yes,
That's good to know.
it will do nothing for you now.
Nothing for you. And I'm going to alter some of the properties of the character, so I don't want it to lean with the motion sensor. I don't want it to lean when it's running either. So I'm just going to kill all these animations for a second. Pew, pew.
He's resetting them to the sort of defaults.
Yeah, using triangle. So now it will not lean as much. I guess it's more stable.
Yep.
I love his legs. I wish I could run around like that. Just like Irish.
It's a bit
gigging.
river dance, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're seeing add to wish list in the store, so you're noticing what people, it might just mean that they haven't put it up on your store yet. It should be popping up on stores throughout UK, EU, New Zealand, Australia, between now and in like 15 minutes. So, obviously if it hasn't appeared by 10:30, let us know, but it should be there.
So I was thinking it would be quite cool if instead of weapons he had move controllers that he could use to twin stick it up.
Twin stick it up. That's smart. Make the arms aim.
Looks like he's
Or hug.
Or hug, yeah.
Oh, hug. Hug me. It's kind of.
Pew, 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 pew.
Ship it.
Actually, we should just record the sound effect. Should be just our voices going.
We can definitely do that.
We should
yeah,
definitely-
yeah. My homemade sound effects are my favorite sound effects.
It's going to be great. We're definitely
We're
going
near
to
the
do it.
kitchen, so we could get Kath to bring us different fruits to smash. And then, isn't that how Star Wars? Isn't that how
Yeah, everything is fruits. Kevin.
Yes.
everything is fruit?
If you
Everything.
smash a cupcake
Darth
into
Vader's
John's
voice, a
face,
fruit.
we'll record that in as well.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get rid of the arm bigger so we don't aim nice and smooth. There we go. See, now we're. Okay, move controllers, you say? Should we sculpt a move controller?
Yeah, or something like a move controller.
Here we go, you can have that for a second. I'm going to use the move controllers to sculpt something that looks
Oh,
like
you're
a
going to use the
controller.
move controllers to sculpt the move controllers.
Good time here, John.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to sculpt mode. And we're going to sculpt dark grey. Very, very dark grey. And use the mirror. And I also might turn off. So we have these preferences here for using all the sort of meta options within Dreams, and one of the things that because I'm used to how Dreams works, I'm going to turn it down to minimal, and this is the amount of UI feedback you get, and since I'm very familiar with the tools, I don't need it to be telling me, and it will make it easier for you to see as well, because not everything will be going black and white all the time.
It defaults to all, and that's probably the best setting if you're new to the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're interested in the shortcuts and stuff that John is using with the Move controller, we did a whole stream about it where Kareem shows all the different shortcuts for like an hour, so you can find that on our Twitch or YouTube page.
That was a really good stream.
It's really fun to use the shortcuts. I love sculpting with the Move.
You have, move tutorials as well.
Yes, and there are Move tutorials.
Now have some move tutorials.
Look at us remembering what's in early access.
That's not where I thought you were going to go with that. That's really clever.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Oh wow.
Also, like we have some people who are watching from the U.S. I don't think you will see it in the store. We have just people it will be there. Don't worry. 8:30 a.m. Pacific. Could show up anywhere between 8 and 8:30. We're telling you 8:30 to be safe. But don't worry if you don't see anything now. Some of us have to wait. I feel your pain.
What time is it in West Coast? You don't know. Just ask the American
Really?
clock.
They're going to be like
Really?
8 hours behind, right?
8 hours, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's 2 a.m. We got well, it is because our American friends were like, do we stay up to watch the stream?
Wow.
Do we go to sleep?
That's why we're doing the 12-hour stream, so everybody can just
Cover
join at
everyone.
some point in, and hopefully we hit all
Kudos
of
if
the
anyone is
different.
up at 2 a.m. watching this. That's like
Impressive, yeah.
Neon the coder with your answer is 2:18.
cool. Hello.
Hello.
There you go, 2:18 a.m.
It's 4:18 in Houston.
Everybody's checking in with
everyone's
times now.
cool.
7:15 p.m. in Sydney, Australia. 5:18 EDT. Thank you for all the time updates. We now
Yeah.
know.
This is great. I love
Yeah.
to-
I'd like to
knowing
point.
where
I'd like to
people
point
are.
out that Siobhan pushed very hard for this to be available first thing in the morning. Not only so that our lovely server team can monitor everything all day, but specifically so it wouldn't be available at a ridiculous time in Australia and New Zealand. She looks out for her people.
We should have had
So-
clocks behind us.
Thanks, Siobhan.
We do a pink one.
Time zone.
Oh yeah.
I know they're blue.
Well, I
but,
mean,
I think it'd be
he's
cool.
made it accurate.
Oh, fine. Fine.
Okay, we'll make it pink for you.
We
Ed.
can change. Fine.
We'll make it just for you,
Fine.
Ed.
Maybe. Well, we can
Humor
have a
Ed.
pickup that makes it. Because I'm thinking when they're shooting, they're going to be like laser beams coming out of these things.
Pew, pew, pew,
I
pew,
want
pew.
like pink and blue laser beams.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Of course you do.
It's always what you want, Ed.
I mean, someone's got to have the ideas.
Someone's got to do the work.
So you covering the hands with the move?
Yeah, we're modified the hands in a bit, so yeah.
Right. Got it.
To look like they're holding it properly. Mm-hmm. But for now, for
Who holds the move controller like that? Not me, obviously.
Look at the eyes. Like, Kevin.
if you were shooting with a move controller, here you go, Kev. Shoot with the move controller. What would you do?
I mean,
If anyone at Media Molecule downstairs is watching, we have cupcakes up here. Those are meant to lure you upstairs to be on the stream to talk to people about
That's
dreams.
literally why I came up. I was watching the stream and
It
you
works.
said we have cupcakes.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, I'm going to get a cupcake and a coffee.
Thank you. I'm just noting which of my coworkers can be bribed
Yeah.
with treats.
You'll suddenly see loads of people come up in a minute.
Okay. We have our things. So we should do a little animation to make them like pew,
Oh, yeah,
pew,
yeah,
pew,
totally.
pew, pew, pew. Then we can add some sound effects, right? One sound effect.
Yeah, what's up? Then I'm off. Bye.
That's it done. That's it done. Okay, so let's do that. So, actually, I'll use the dual shot for this. Do a bit of logic.
Yeah, were you thinking the sort of rapid firing?
Yeah,
or
like pew 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 pew, like dual
So
wielding.
I was
yeah.
thinking it'd be kind of cool if like to give me something to do, make some music for this.
Sure.
I'd love for them to like sort of fire along on the beat, so we can sort of like quantize the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, the game's done it before, but like it's sort of like.
Okay, we can
And
do
we
that.
can have it so that that's always in time with.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So the cool thing is, if you work together with someone before and you talk about it, because I know Ed will want to do something on the beat, I'm going to put, but I don't know where to get that from myself, I'll let Ed do that.
Right.
But I'm going to put a bit of an entry into my logic saying, on the beat, do the thing on the beat.
Yeah.
And for now, I can just fake it with like a self-resetting timer to like simulate the beat. But then when Ed writes the music, he can wire his music into it.
Yeah, I mean, I can make the simple sort of thing for it in a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you had a song in mind from this since the challenge was given at PSX 2017?
Just really fast German techno.
Okay. I'm glad that you know what you're doing here. That's great.
Did I get an approving nod from Lisa? Just like, yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to add a new microchip onto the puppet brain, and this is going to be our logic for the shooting. So the first thing I want to do is the 2 animations for the arm, and they're going to be really simple. And the cool thing is when you start, or what I do when I start making things, is do it really simple to begin with, just like the bare bones of an idea of something, and then later you can go in and then make the animations more interesting. But like just start off with like the basic functionality. So in this case, I'm going to use a keyframe, and I'm just going to pose that kind of like, would it be sort of
I wonder what the recoil is.
yeah,
on these
does it recoil like this out of interest, like so it's like like this, or is it more like
I think it's more like upwards.
it's more up? Okay, so let's do
Like,
this.
so you're flicking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, let's just do that then, like that kind of thing. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and you should always name as you go along, else it just says keyframe. So I'm just going to name it. Make sure you get into the habit of naming things. Trust me on that.
It's for you, not just for everyone else. Come back to a circuit and have no
Neat.
idea what anything does.
Yeah, neat microchips, name everything.
It's really important. It's really important.
Papa John will be pleased.
Yeah, you don't realise how important it is until you realise how important it is. You're like,
Right.
oh no, I don't
What
know
does this do?
anything's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I get another one for the left arm, and we do the same over here.
People are asking like, how many copies have you sold? We have no idea.
right.
We're in a void right now.
Yeah.
It is in limited release, but if you're in the US, they won't, like, it being available right now in Europe won't affect that, so don't worry, wake up, get it at 8:30. Oh my god, it's really out.
It's really
Officially on our console. Up in
Oh,
the
cool.
kitchen.
Oh, we got dreams now.
We got dreams.
Yeah.
We made it.
It's exciting.
You may be what we are actually running off of a test kit and connecting to the early access servers, so that's how we were able to be on here ahead of all of you. Developer magic.
Someone asking if there's a community jam live. Yes. Can't remember what the first one is. I'll find out now.
You had one job.
I had one job.
Tom actually chose the community jam and is responsible for this.
Nice, Tom. Nice.
He'll figure it out. If somebody, does someone who has dreams want to tell him what the community jam is?
Racing it.
If they beat you,
Is
Tom.
anyone
So,
actually in it?
yeah, I think
People
yeah,
download it
some
and
people
play it.
play it. Yeah,
Nice.
people play it. It's a spring season themed.
Oh, it's a spring season.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not
so-
a spring day here though.
No, we've got some light. It may look spring.
This actually
somewhat
looks
grey.
quite like a spring day in England to me.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So if you want to create some spring elements, that's today's challenge. That's going to be running for 2 weeks instead of 1
Spring
week.
Stick Shu-ter.
Just give people a bit more time to get used to the
Yeah.
tools.
And then people are asking, will they get like the full game and everything? Like, yes, we'll be adding a bunch of things as we go in early access. You will just get all of those once you buy into early access, and it will just upgrade to the game when we go into full release. So yes. And you can give us lots of feedback on what you want to see in Dreams, the tools, what you're enjoying, things that would help you. So please let us know. You can go to the feedback forums at indreams.me and interact with our team there.
Thank you.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that was what it was. Thank you, Ed.
What?
Thank God you're here.
Currently, jams are every 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just to give people a bit more time to sort of get used to the tools.
Yeah.
take part.
And that's not set in stone. We are going to be adding some updates to community jams throughout early access. So, nope, we're testing some things out. So it's not necessarily how it's going to be, I don't know,
Forever and ever.
forever and ever.
Crazy full body recoil.
Yeah, absolutely.
These things pack a punch.
They do, Ed. Very creative instruments to use.
Yeah. The Puppet is another thing that's going to get a bunch of updates throughout early access. There's still some things to be done. In fact, either today or in the next couple days, we're going to be publishing a few things on indreams.me. So it'll cover if any of you joined in beta and have found that there have been updates to the game that have broken any of your content. Actually, this is a great time to have Kevin on because Kevin helped write a blog and make some videos about how you can fix that and cool fixes for things that have changed.
On the user voice, we've pre-published a load of issues we found already. We've already posted some things we found already and how to fix them if you experience those problems, and then if you experience any of your own, you can post them there in user voice.
Yep, there's a whole thread for it.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can look for the backwards compatibility post on user voice if you're in the beta and you find that anything is broken. And what else? We have one going up all about. I'm blanking.
Oh my goodness.
There's
It's been
another.
busy.
There's another. I know
There's a
because
few.
we spent the last few days writing all of this stuff.
What have we mentioned?
We will have one coming up on moderation
Yes.
and copyright, just to give you a bit more information about how all of that works in Dreams. And I know there's another one. Oh yes, it was all of the updates that have happened since between beta and early access. Some of the changes that we've made based on bugs that our beta players reported. And
Do you know how many check-ins there were since beta?
Thousands.
Really?
But the build, it's sort of tricky to figure it out because the build machines create check-ins of their own, so you end up with slightly erroneous check-ins aren't real. So
but I think we fixed like 171 things that were
fixed
reported
lots
by
of
beta
issues.
users.
yeah, lots of issues.
So many.
Thank you.
One of the cool things,
Well done.
like when I go past QA, I often see our QA department testing like beta creations, like to see if like any of our check-ins have had knock-ons or if they fixed the issues that people have. So like the stuff you've made has had a direct contribution to like us making early access work, which is really cool.
Let's see, we're shaming Martin for making coffee right now. Shame Martin!
Hey, hi mine. Who put the soundboard there? Because that helps. I think.
Yeah, that does help a little bit. Yeah. I think that was Costa.
Costa, well done, Costa.
Well done, Costa.
Thanks, Costa.
Can people actually hear the coffee machine?
Yeah, can you let us know if you have?
I doubt they can. If they can't hear me talking. Yeah.
They can.
They can.
Yeah, well, I could hear
And
it
if you
earlier.
can you tell us what kind of coffee Martin is having?
What bean is he grinding right now? Where did it come from?
How much foam?
Yeah.
Okay.
What sort of milk is he frothing? Is
Soy.
it oat? Is it soy? Coconut, possibly.
Yes, they can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, for shame. Sorry, guys.
Rad Laddie says, "Oh, we can.
Oh,
we can."
Oh, we can.
Well, you're going to hear how much coffee it takes to make a game.
Martin is wearing a
Lots of
fantastic
coffee.
shirt, though. It's a great shirt. It's a great shirt.
It's a very good show.
Yeah, it's alright.
Solid.
Oh, thanks.
At least the booing apparently covers the sound of the coffee.
Yeah. Okay. So there we.
That helps.
Yeah.
What
All
do
right,
you
John,
do?
what are you doing now?
I'm going to
Lasers?
make the effects for the, when it shoots, like the what do you call it? Like the flash. The
lasers.
Oh, muzzle flash.
yeah, there you go. That's the one.
Muzzle.
If these things were
That well-known muzzle on the end of a move controller.
Exactly. Let's see. Okay. This is what.
Should have used that in our tutorials. Point the muzzle of the move controller at the screen.
And
trigger.
so
Shoot
I think because we have new players too, people are asking if you need the PlayStation Move controllers to create. No, all of this can be done with the DS4 controller. Sculpting, special effects, everything that John is doing can all be done with just the regular PlayStation controller. John just likes to show off his,
If you sit over here,
his
I
skills.
just like I like
sit
using
in the
it.
other place.
Who's this? Who's joining us? Oh, it's Martin.
I'll make room because I'm going to go and do some actual work and I'll come back when you guys...
Actually, I'm
Okay.
Do some actual
right
work.
back.
I
Thanks
see.
for joining, Kevin.
Thanks, Kev.
Oh, we can go over here now. Here we go. What are you making?
We're making a twin
Hey,
stick
Martin, come
shooter.
join us. Yeah, working on a...
There were cupcakes.
There are cupcakes. See, I knew the cupcakes would work.
It did work.
Yeah.
This is the
What's
little
going on?
effect we're making for our little dude over here.
Martin works on the Dreamiverse team. If you're unaware.
I do.
So, tell us. Do you want to tell us what you've been up to?
Yeah. Well, I'm making all kinds of stuff to help you guys. What's the word? I'm trying to put this delicately. Protect yourselves.
Okay.
so like the beta went out. It was quite lovey-dovey. There's like a free love kind of spirit about the beta. But as we sort of open things out a little bit, so we need to give people tools to sort of help protect themselves and their creations, and work with each other to keep the Dreamiverse nice and democratic. And so I've been doing a lot of detailed work around that kind of stuff recently. Cool. So we'll see some of that stuff start to come into the game with coming updates very soon. So that's what I've been working on.
Nice. What are you going to make? Like, what do you want to do in Dreams?
What do I want to do in Dreams? So I've been planning. Well, my first idea that I wanted to work on was a sniper game, but like a happy sniper game. So like maybe like a sniper pin, like a paintball kind of thing. So just before the beta ended, I'd managed to prototype like a cool like scope system which used like wipers and lens effects to create a sort of like a scope feel and stuff like that. I was really satisfied with the way it felt, but there was like no game there at all. So I want to build that system. I think that in the future, when we've got multiplayer and stuff, it might be cool to have somebody has to blend into a crowd and the other person has to sort of spot them with sniper scope and get them with a paintball. And I think that's what I'm aiming for. The other thing is like a puzzle game, which is like a rotational puzzle game, kind of like a match 3 or something, but in 360 degrees. So you got a block that's behind, so you can have to bring it around to the blocks you have in front and try and keep in mind where all the blocks are around the base. So
nice.
You've come a long way since Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to beat it, really.
We have people asking if we're going to archive the stream. Yes, that is the plan. So you'll be able to watch all glorious 12 hours of this.
We might snip it up for you in certain places.
Nah, man.
No,
you have to
you
sit
be in
12
for
hours.
the whole 12 hours.
Like,
it will require you to watch from beginning to end.
yeah, no part 1, part 2, part 3.
No.
We expect full commitment.
Yeah. And then you will publish this so people can go and like play this after.
Yes, absolutely.
Seeing how far we get in 12 hours today.
Yeah.
This won't be the only thing we're doing during the stream today. We're going to have Lisa and Ali and Pablo and Dave and I think Alex Perry joining us next to show the demo that they were doing at EGX Res last week. Peter Field is going to come on to show Treasure Hunt. Christoph is going to come on to do, I don't know, we'll see. We have a lot of people who are doing like spontaneous creation stuff during the stream.
Stuff.
Alex Parker is going to come on to show how you do RTS games. Yeah, John Eckersley and Francis are going to come on to show a little bit about how the tools and dreams were developed. Kat and Charlotte are going to come on, do some creation. St. Clair, Thomas Wilde, Bogdan's going to come on, maybe do a performance or something.
Yeah, we're going to have a Bogdan
Should be
hour.
very exciting.
The Bogdan hour.
Yeah, the Bogdan hour.
Yeah, the Bogdan hour. There's a whole hour of Bogdan.
I'm excited about the
I'm
Bogdan.
absolutely
Yes,
here
I
for
am
that.
too.
Is he going to do one of his like fully generative live performances?
I hope
We
so.
are
He's-
hoping
yeah.
that is what happens.
He's practicing something pretty cool, so...
Man,
An hour of that. Cool.
I saw an amazing gig that Bogdan did in Brighton a couple of years ago, where he live programmed the entire set
Yeah.
from scratch. So there was no audio, and then he started writing code, and then there was audio. And,
Yeah, he is doing something
he's
like
doing
that
something like that.
soon at Algorave.
Yes.
So that's what he's been working on.
man.
Just generative performance
Yes.
in dreams.
He's so good at it.
Something else.
He is a genius. Yeah.
Total next level.
That's what's so great about Dreams is even just a small set of people here have thought about ways to do things that I just didn't even think it was capable of. And when we like opening up to a, you know, thousands of people, it's just gonna
blow our minds.
It's gonna blow our minds instantly.
All right, where have you gotten to now, John?
I've added the flash, and Ed's going to add a sound effect soon.
Have you thought about like where this is going to be set, or what the character? I mean, like, have you done any of the other parts of game design?
No, I mean that's what Ed should have been doing. You know, while
Really?
Ed, that's what you should have been doing. Ed,
What I do with these?
So what is it, Ed?
Sit and watch. Oh, I kind of want it to be very neon. I think, you know, in a sort of party vibe, because we are celebrating.
Okay. Yeah.
Like not post-apocalyptic.
No.
Shu-ter. That's not what we're going for.
No.
But in terms of like what could, like, we need enemies to shoot, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What you fight, like, what are they firing at you, and what are you fighting?
Cubes.
Yeah.
Placeholder white cube.
Shu-ter's nemesis.
The cube.
A cube. My laptop died.
We also had somebody asking about language options. So currently this is available in English, French, German, like Italian. It's European territories. You're gonna have some. The thing about that is that we are going to be adding language options as we go. Doing the amount of localization that Dreams requires is a huge undertaking. And we have an amazing localization team that has been working very hard. When Dreams does come out in all territories, everywhere throughout the world, we will also have language support for far more languages, and we will keep you posted on when those are coming to early access and which ones will be available in the full game. It will be far greater than what is available now, so don't take this as indicative of the final language options for Dreams.
Do you want to add some sound effects to the pew, Ed? Do you think?
Pew pew pew.
What are you
I'd
thinking?
like to think about how we're going to start syncing with
Spanish, yes, it's in Spanish now too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I have the beat in here, so it will be in time with the beat. So when you hold R2 to shoot, it will then only fire.
Well, let me set up the metronome that's going to set those to fire.
So currently, John and Ed are working on a twin stick shooter, and the shooting is going to quantize to the beats in the song that you're making, Ed.
That's the idea.
That is the plan. Okay.
No.
Just like that.
So I'm going to get a bar on timeline and look for probably sound effect. This will be a placeholder one. We'll record our own in a bit.
I can't believe Dreams is out. I'm just
John,
putting it out there.
John, Dreams is that? Look, it's there. It's on the PS. Like,
Someone just brought in a very big cake.
yeah, I'm seeing that cake. If you notice my look just suddenly get distracted.
Tom, can you go take a picture of the cake and then we'll bring it back to us?
Don't let me near it right now.
I'll let them unwrap it first.
Is that from the game? Or?
It's from the game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lisa.
Ed needs to hear what he's
Shout out to
doing,
Lisa.
because we have no
Shout
sound.
out to
Shout out
Ange.
to Lisa. Shout out to
Hi
Ange.
guys. I'm in John's arms now.
But now we can say
Shout-
anything and Ed can't hear us.
Shout out to Martin for bringing
Not
me
true.
a charger.
Oh,
You louder.
boo.
Is that good?
That's fine.
Okay, great.
Ed can now hear. He can't hear us, but he can hear the game.
You're coming through here too.
Ed.
So, and also, this is not available in the US yet. This will be available in the US at 8:30 a.m. Pacific. So if you're in the US, no, you cannot get it yet, but you will be able to later today.
You can enjoy
Right
the
now,
stream.
if you are in Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, and Russia, you should be able to get it on the store.
So if someone's in America is watching the stream now, presumably it's like early hours
It
in the
is
morning.
very early
They're
hours in the
insane.
morning.
Yes.
And then they're gonna
2:40.
presumably stay up until the game comes out. And then are they just gonna go to sleep, or are they gonna
I don't know, how
push
much sleep did any of
through?
us get last night?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot.
You gonna come back, John? Oh, he's.
We just asked mine. You gonna come join us? And he went, yeah, all right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Everyone getting some messages. Someone loves the new intro. Because obviously the intro's been updated
has
for
been
early access
updated,
with some
yeah.
lovely voices.
2:40 a.m. in the US. I mean, depending on what time zone you're in, but
How
yes.
crazy fools.
Somebody said that's not late, but I mean,
It's pretty
I
late
guess
to
that
me.
it's depends on what time you normally go to bed.
Abby, your shoes are wild.
Thank you. Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
like shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes are, I mean, I can show. These are mine.
No.
Very on point.
Exciting.
Your shoes are pretty
My
wild too,
socks
Tom.
have sharks on them also.
Better not show them.
Oh,
So you're like,
Sanji.
Yeah.
we usually have like a pretty good sock game going on the stream.
Yeah.
So Yeah, that's a good
What
sock
is-
game.
what am I wearing?
Everybody just throw your legs up.
Oh, I got some. Actually,
Tom's got good socks.
I was going to wear some
Ed,
better
what,
socks.
what are you wearing?
Sort of blue and.
Oh no, they're nice.
They're alright,
yeah, they're
they're nice,
good.
yeah, they're
You're
good.
very color coordinated.
Thank you.
Mine are plain. I just went with the shoes instead.
No, the
Yeah,
shoes
no,
are
that's
cool
fair.
The
too.
shoes are
You can
cool.
show your shoes.
It's been
yeah.
we've been live 40 minutes.
Oh, nice.
We're already showing off our socks and shoes.
Yeah.
What will
Our
happen in
stream
12
player.
hours?
Oh God, I don't know.
Getting crazy.
If you're playing Dreams right now, let us know what your first thing you're doing is. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, check in.
Imagine being so excited for Dreams and also trying to watch a 12-hour stream at the same time.
I'd be so split.
Oh, overload.
Well, we're keeping it pretty casual today, so like you can always join back later. We'll check in on this game. We've got so many people from the studio coming up to show cool stuff.
We turned
The whole
the
studio.
volume up a little on the telly so you guys can hear what I'm
Yeah, we can't hear what you're doing,
No.
Ed, so we're just
No.
like,
Is
it looks nice.
Martin, that's the TV remote over there.
If you are in the US and
Closest.
trying to
Thank
pull
you.
an all-nighter, set an alarm before, you know, like
Just in case you like.
8:30, just in case you.
Yeah. Well, please sleep. We'll be here when you wake up.
We will, we promise.
Right.
So, John, just to show you what I'm doing,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've got my own little controller sensor that doesn't require you to be possessed in a puppet. Just for now, you can change that.
Sure.
What's happening is R2 is basically powering on this sound,
Yep. Okay.
and that is going to be what we use to sync everything sort of tempo based and level.
Sure.
So this sort of beat will be our metronome.
Sure.
We can make this a little faster, so we have it more of a rapid fire sort of thing. Maybe we could even double it. So if you want it to be like super fast, let's just zoom right in.
That's crazy, Ed. You're going rogue.
Don't know how fast we want this thing to fire. Yeah.
The cake is out of the box.
So if we don't have to have it as fast, but
John,
like,
it's okay.
Sorry, there's just a cake over there that's quite.
I'm going to go take a picture.
Tom's going to
Does
go
anyone know where
take
it came
pictures.
from?
The other place.
Some gentleman just brought it to us.
We were
Thank
just,
you,
the
kind
cake
sir.
was just delivered to us. Tom, show us the cake.
I'll get a picture.
Tom's gonna take care of this cake situation for us. Sorry, we're also distracted.
It's a massive cake.
It's a massive cake.
You don't understand how
Like,
big this cake is.
I'm about to go throw all of my garbage cupcakes in the trash.
It was delicious.
Thank you. I
Right.
appreciate that, Mark.
This then is going into here, right?
Into the one that says beat on the left, the input.
This thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you can delete the timer below.
Okay, so does the game need to be,
It's only when you're pressing
when
R2
you're-
because on.
we need to be inside this guy?
And if this is a little much for first thing in the morning or 3 in the morning, we are going to be showing a lot more simple things throughout the day as well. Like some basic like building levels, and then we'll go a little more hardcore. We've got like some RTS create stuff later, and it'll be fun.
I think now we've done this actually, Ed, we should now do some of the fun scenery.
Yeah, do
Oh,
some
yeah,
fun
yeah,
scenery.
yeah, yeah.
Do you want some suggestions from
Yes.
people watching this stream?
Absolutely.
Where should we
Like
set
that?
this?
Where should we set this?
What I
Where?
would want to do
Where?
was
Help us fight the blank canvas. Especially the people who haven't had a lot of sleep. You'll have some good ideas.
so this should tell you what I'm doing.
We are going to show the giant cake also. Neon City, Antarctica, dance floor. Oh my god, the cake is from Gorilla. Oh,
Gorilla!
Angie and Herman and everyone
you.
at Gorilla.
Thanks,
You are the
That's
best.
amazing.
Do you think if we, do you think it will show up on the camera if I...
Yeah.
You might as well try.
Say hello, Siobhan.
Hello.
Siobhan's here.
Yay.
Hi.
Also, maybe on a cake or in a future pirate world. Or a disco neon world or something involving kittens, definitely. We have a lot of suggestions. You're really going to have to parse through some of this stuff.
Okay.
Something
Okay.
involving kittens.
I feel like
I'll
you
tweet
should
it.
you should be the
Neon Cake Factory. Okay, we're going to need the focus is not
No, I'm going
good
to
for
tweet
that,
it. I'm
yeah.
going to tweet it. I'm going to
Okay,
tweet it.
Tom's going to tweet the picture of the cake so you can see it on our Twitter account.
So we'll obviously make that into like a
like a-
funky banging
A
track.
funky banging.
Yeah, to be a
Can
banger.
I do one last thing
Oh,
before
please
we
do.
move on and do the scenery?
Phone.
Atlantis.
Because your thing's already got the R2 thing, I'm just actually going to bypass the logic I put in
Oh yeah.
because you added your own press R2 logic, so we can
Yep.
do that. But then I now want a. This is gonna be so awesome.
He's gonna be headbanging, isn't he?
Yeah, just bobbing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Praying mantis.
Alex Evans says, well, within a half an hour of going live on the store, we blew through our highest ever peak concurrent users, so if the servers go down, he apologizes in advance.
That's the spirit.
Has someone found Code's cowboy hat?
Oh, good.
Oh, that we need to have
we lost it. That was
Wow, how could
serious.
that even be lost?
Oh, it's a serious moment when we came to the office yesterday.
Has it been found?
Costa was going.
I don't think it
crazy.
has.
No.
Oh my god.
So that character needs to have a pink cowboy hat because that's where it could have
Yeah.
gone. It's the only
Definitely a
reasonable
pink
solution.
cowboy hat. In fact, John has had a lot of experience making cowboy hats recently because John and I were in Austin, Texas, and we
Yeah, it's
have
true.
been adding cowboy hats onto everything since.
Is that what everyone wears in Austin just all the time?
No, but I mean, they were people
It
were
was
asking
requested.
us for cowboy things. It was
Ed.
requested.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed. God.
Local
He
fashion.
did make really good cowboy boots. Not the first pair. The second pair was really good though.
Yeah, the first pair was bad.
But we like to challenge John to make things that
Make
he's never
another
seen and
fort.
not give reference photos to.
Because that'll be
so-
useful for other things as well.
Okay, sure.
Someone asked if we're gonna have a PS4 theme. We will at some point. We just don't have one now. We'll get on it.
We get on it.
We've had some other things to do.
Yeah, usually it comes from us. 'Cause we
Yep.
can't.
Oh, look at those hips.
Wow. It's
Oh, nice. Oh,
Starting to sound like a shooter cover.
So
of
there's
Blue
like a
Monday.
cyber cowboys theme developing. Neon cyber cowboys and cake
Yeah.
and things.
A cake shooter, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, so what were the suggestions that were coming through then? There was Neon, there was Cowboy.
There was like a cake factory. Obviously, that seems topical. Antarctica, Atlantis, Planet of the Cakes, Neon Cake Factory. I mean,
I like the neon cake.
I
The
feel
neon
like
cake
the delivery
factory.
of the cake may have impacted some of the choices we're going to make.
I
here.
feel
Collecting cakes
yeah,
or
yeah,
shooting cakes?
Yeah,
Dance floor with changing
both.
color
A bit of
tiles.
both.
yeah. So
Shoot the evil cakes.
this is where we've got to the bit where we can get the community involved now.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool. So
I'm going to start making a cake, and I'll show you how to make like the technique to make the most simple cake.
And are we going to
And-
shoot laser icing at it?
Yes, and we get the cakes will like icing. It's going to be amazing.
How John's mind works.
And I want anyone out there who's in Dreams now and watching the stream, if you can, to create along with me, and we're going to make some cakes and then publish them and call them what we're going to call so we can find it.
Access cakes.
access cakes,
Early access.
It's got stream cake.
stream cake,
Stream cake.
Yeah.
Stream cake.
stream cake.
Beach cakes.
But
Beach
call
cakes.
it, yeah, call it, yeah,
And that's your, like,
beach
brand.
cakes. Okay, beach cakes it is. So call it beach cake, and then
With two E's.
with
Yeah.
two
Oh,
E's,
yeah.
and then put your own unique name at the end. So it'd be like beach cake, blah blah blah. Else it's just going to be like a sea of beach, just beach cake. So.
Shout out to blah in our community,
Yeah, yeah.
whose username is actually blah blah.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay.
Perfect example.
Yeah, because if you put your username at the end or
Yeah.
something related to you, then we know it's from you. And it's
Early a cake.
early a cake. We're gonna go beach
yeah.
cake.
Beach cake.
I'm
Sorry,
really
Alexis.
egotistical, and so it's been decided. Sorry. Okay, so right, let's make a cake. So we're going to go into sculpt mode. I hope you're all like creating along with me now. And I just want you to choose a cylinder, and I want you to make it the sort of cake flavour of your choice. I'm going to go for chocolate, obviously.
Early excess. I do really like that. That just.
Early excess. Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good.
it's good.
Yeah, we can do that. Then I want you to get the stretch tool and
Oh.
stretch it down to cake height. And this is I'm going to make a multi-tier cake, so this is like one.
I was going to say it's too short for my.
I mean, I'm already getting the Bob Ross vibes.
And then I want you to start another sculpt, and I want you to get a cylinder again. And this time I want it to be the colour of your icing of choice.
Oh, can we have a red velvet cake?
That's what that cake is.
Is it?
So
Oh.
basically
Okay.
making that cake.
Yeah, I'm going to sort of try. It looks like a pinky kind of colour from here.
Why don't you just do a classic sort of. Yeah, that'll do.
That's what I'm going for. And then you make it roughly the same size as your cake here. It doesn't have to be exact.
Be getting her to do this.
Then I want you to chop the top of it off instead of using a stretch tool with a big square. And the reason I want you to do that is if you turn up the soft blend like that, you can sort of round it a little bit for that nice smooth icing effect.
This is a
Then
weird niche of like video game cooking shows.
it's a whole thing. It's a whole
Yeah.
thing. Then I want you to just soft blend a load of spheres into the side in different places to make that sort of nice
I'll just got real quickly.
dripping icing effect. In fact, at this point, you could even make it shiny so it looks totally like icing as we're doing it.
John, why are you so good?
Practice, lots and lots and lots of practice.
The big cake that just got delivered has got curly whirly stuck to it. By the way.
I didn't even know what a curly whirly was until like last year.
They are the best.
They're pretty delicious.
They are like my childhood.
That's why you haven't got any teeth anymore.
It's true that most of my teeth are not real.
Not through curly whirlies though.
Not through curly whirlies, through pavement.
Yeah, through pavement. As the Discord do you have you told?
Someone
you
is going to have to describe what a curly whirly is to
Should I make it on here?
several of the people who do not know. No.
No,
No.
no, that's a bad idea, John.
a chocolate treat.
Yeah, chocolate and
Okay.
caramel.
So once you've got your basic cake here, you can group them together, and then you can make a few tiers like this. And that's how you make like your basic cake. So I want you to take it from that point and then add decorations and change the colours.
Make it
and
neon and sci-fi,
make it
but also
neon
with
and sci-fi.
cowboys.
Exactly. I'm going to use this as like our scenery, like the rocks, like the mountains and grass, almost
Naturally.
naturally. So let's close down that and start making our terrain of cake.
This is very fitting. Someone should have known this is where this would go.
It was always gonna. It was inevitable, really.
Nice.
All the cakes.
I feel like I'm never gonna need to eat or see cake again after this. After today.
It's slightly nauseating.
Well,
Whose idea
it
was
was like the final creation at our PAX East show was full of sugar.
That was so good.
wasn't it?
That was,
we were
Oh
all-
yeah, we made like a whole candy like treat world for a
based
girl that
on
was watching.
It was so
A couple
good.
kids in the audience gave
Yeah.
us suggestions.
It was
very
like
sweet.
it was like fudge lake, and it was just so good.
Twitch is praising your cake.
Blend in the ground.
Amazing.
Your initial hour is almost up, by the way.
Cool.
Oh,
This
really?
is good. This is like the base for Ed. Do you want to add a bit of music before we go then, and then we can go off and
How long have we got? I think maybe we could just.
Yeah, you got like 5 or 6 minutes before we turn it
what,
over
what
to.
do you think, Ed? What's your
I'd love to see it fire some laser beams, just so we know that it's going to.
okay? Let's do that.
You basically have till the next group kind of comes up here and.
Yeah, if they don't just leave.
Let's make it fire some laser beams in.
Oh, that's slightly.
Because if we do have any musical dreamers playing with us, it would be great to see if they wanted to add some musical ideas to it as well.
Okay.
You could also publish your little
Little music
ditties.
tracks. Okay. Okay. So let's add a laser beam then before we depart. So I'm going to make this laser beam on the grid, which will help me line it up in a bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're in shot.
So I'm just going to get a sphere. Use the stretch tool.
Now, are you going to save? Are you going to publish this privately so that you can work on it during the day, or are you going to Are you going to publish this?
I might as
so
well
that
just we can
everybody
just we can
start remixing it.
Yeah, let's just publish it
Yeah.
publicly straight away. Yeah, why
Okay.
not? Yeah.
Cool. So if you're watching the stream, you will be able to take this level and start
Remix.
using it to remix.
It'll be very embarrassing when we
So
have like
those of you
100
who
that are
are
better than us.
seconding and thirding cheesecake can add cheesecake.
There's definitely going to be some that are better than ours.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely. So that's our giant laser beam for now. And then shrink
It's
it
like we're
down.
firing sprinkles all over these ice cakes.
Yes.
That is true. And then I need it to not. Let's have it ignore gravity for now, and we may change this later. But that's just going to be the simple way to do it.
Yep.
Stick it over here.
it's my curse that I sit here watching you do this and I can only spot icon problems.
Really?
If you could just submit that on the feedback forums, Martin, that would be useful. You just, it's at indreams.me.
We need.
There was one point actually when like an absolute ton of icons just seemed to appear overnight for me, and I was like, it's just suddenly made the game so much more usable. Good job. I've not seen any problems.
Yeah, it's really good, Martin. You've done a fabulous job.
I had help.
Okay,
It's
so
not just me. I'll take credit myself.
we got ourselves an emitter. Let's go get that to
I love this gadget.
emit.
I don't use it for
Calibrate
anything
noise.
useful though.
And then we just want to set the direction that way.
That away.
That away. Okay.
You use it for like laser guns. I use it to rain down like millions of balloons upon my level.
Yeah,
Nothing, like nothing practical.
Okay. Mark Healy's out.
Hey,
Shit
Mark
right now.
Healy.
You should shout, Mark. Hello.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
I need to wake up first.
Okay, Mark's gonna join us once he's woken up.
That's going to be laser beam 1. So we make that one shot, and we'll give it some speed. I'll just leave it at the standard now and see how that works. It will be. It's
fine.
it's the same trick I did with this. I changed
really?
colour as it goes
sweet.
instead of
So I
having
wasn't-
two of them
I
to
wasn't-
save firmware.
wasn't
you
paying
see.
attention,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah. So if you come over to here, let's see. This one is called flash colour.
Oh, nice.
So I can tunnel into that one.
Yeah.
And I can tweak this. That's the puppet John. I can, if I can get close to it, I can tweak it and make it purple.
Load of new people in the chat who may be new to Dreams, getting early access day, saying like Move controllers versus DS4. You can do all of this with a DualShock 4 if you want to. John just prefers using.
I switch.
Moves, you
I switch regularly. Yeah. Okay. So now they will change colour as the bullets change colour. Oop. And now we need another emitter for the other bullet. Let's get that. So we just clone that one, and we've just got to move its position.
You're right, Abby. The emitter is one of like the most satisfying low bar things to play with in Dreams. It's like that combined with like physics objects rolling down a slope.
Instant win, basically.
I was like, I made something.
That goes into that one. Hopefully this will work first time. These things never work first time.
We have faith. All right.
Alright, wait until the DualShock takes over.
Perfect beat. You don't know why it is
Yes!
vibrating. Absolutely amazing.
Let's change the speed of them. Even I couldn't help but notice they weren't changing colour
Oh,
correctly,
they
no
weren't.
Ed. Oh, John.
Goodness, John.
What are you doing?
Where are you off?
Let's increase the speed. And let's just see if why that wasn't working. So that. Aha.
Need to
Yeah,
increase the tint amount, I think.
Yeah, you're corrected. There you go. Smart. Smart Ed is smart. In fact, we didn't even need to record that. Doing that, we can just literally
Make
set
it,
that,
yeah.
can't we? Let's just see. That one's blue. That one's pink. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Amazing.
There we go.
Yay!
Wow.
Although I can actually see the pink ones are coming out of the blue controller.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Ed is right. Ed is completely right.
Technically correct.
Technically, I think you're fine. Excuse me. Don't worry,
I have a bug to report.
I will get my own back on Ed later. But he is right.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, I mean,
think you'll
it's
find-
undeniable.
This is actually Austrian techno, it's not German techno.
Cool. So we got the start of our Twin Stick Shu-ter.
Yay!
yay!
And
So
we've got
go forth and make us cakes and music and props, and we'll do what we can do to sort of.
and the people have
look at
arrived
that
just on
time. Oh,
time.
guys.
Hi, guys.
So proud.
Peace out.
All right.
I'm going to
Good.
publish this
Beat it.
quickly. Beat it. Get out of here.
Bye, see you later.
Actually, so yeah, you're gonna publish this one so people can remix it.
What are we going to call it? What are we going to call it?
You want it?
Cake or
Cake or
death?
death.
Thank you.
Cake and death.
And death.
Whoa.
And death.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Hi, Ollie.
Hello.
Ollie, people say hi to the stream.
Say hi,
people.
Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Ollie's one of our fantastic audio molecules. Oh my goodness, I'm tied in wires.
Okay, so you'll be back.
We will be back.
Make more of this
In-
throughout the stream.
Interestingly, I'm also back later with something else, which isn't this as well. I'm coming surprises, but then I'll also be back with Ed later. So I'm coming back twice, but one time for this, one
so
time
you will
for...
be able to track the development of Cake and Death all throughout the stream. I think you'll probably also close out the stream, and we'll see like where you get to over the course of the day. So very exciting.
We're gonna need a whole load of coffee. Get through 12 hours.
Well, someone
I'm not gonna
suggested
add it
you
to a
use the
dream
coffee
yet.
maker in the
Okay.
game.
And we'll
So
do that
that'll
in a
give
bit
you
so
a
people can
reason
use the
to-
scene and add it to their own dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is it. I'm done. I'm out of here.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, John. Thanks,
John.
Ed. All right. Now we've
Pablo,
got
come join.
more
Join.
people joining us.
Seats.